Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Great statement. Appreciate that, and it's and for calling this important hearing to examine our posture of the U.S. Operations Command and the U.S. Cyber Command. I also want to thank our witnesses for being here with us today. They're the right guys for this hearing. My top priority continues to be ensuring the effective implementation of the National Defense Strategy. We've been talking about that at almost every meeting that we have. It prioritizes competition with China and Russia while maintaining pressure on the global terrorist groups like ISIS. And I'll have some specific questions on that at question time. As I said on the floor on Tuesday, we need to match the budget with the strategy. It takes at least the 3 to 5% real growth in the defense budget above inflation. It doesn't look like we are it's going to be easy to get to that point. We're going to have to keep trying. Military advancements and expanding global ambitions by China and Russia pose new and increasingly complex challenges to our national security. In addition to growing their conventional military capabilities, China and Russia are expanding their use of irregular warfare tactics involving cyber, disinformation, proxy forces, and economic blackmail around the world. They've proven these tactics are effective in places like Ukraine and Syria and the South China Sea, and now they're exporting them to Africa and to the Western Hemisphere, as we discussed before. This reality makes implementation of the Irregular Warfare Annex to the NDS critically important. It also requires that special operations forces are organized, trained, and equipped to compete in this domain warfare. At the same time, ISIS and Al-Qaeda have proven resilient and still pose a threat. History has shown us without sustained pressure that threat will grow. I think we all understand that. I understand that President Biden is reviewing the U.S. counterterrorism policy, and according to media reports, has issued interim guidance requiring White House sign off on operation military decisions that were previously delegated to the DoD. And let me be clear, I'd have serious concerns with the decision to return to the Obama-era policies that tied the hands of our military commanders and made it harder to keep pressure on ISIS and Al-Qaeda. I expect this committee will be consulted often during the administration's review. I have talked to the president about this, and I believe that's going to happen. Another critical component of implementing the NDS is developing robust capabilities to counter growing threats in cyberspace. And in the 2018 cyber strategy provides a roadmap on how we're going to do this. Significant efforts have occurred in recent years across the DoD to implement the strategy and to build the capabilities of Cyber Command and the cyber mission forces. Today, I look forward to our witnesses' testimony and addressing these problems that are out there, and we're going to do all that we can to try to solve that. So appreciate this hearing, and I think we'll all benefit from it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.